What's going on, guys? Fun with Knives back again, and I do apologize for the lack of videos in the past week or so. I've been a really busy guy. I had work going on, I had a little vacation, and before I knew it, I was gone for almost 2 weeks without anything to post. And I'm not a very smart man. If I would have been intelligent enough to plan ahead, have some videos ready to post, it would have taken a simple click while I was away from home. But I'm not home at the moment. I'm actually at work. I took a walk down to the warehouse because I had a phenomenal, or at least I think it's a phenomenal, discussion video idea. I'm going to keep this super short. And the whole reason this video idea came about is because I looked at this blade. This is my Kershaw Launch 1. Gave this thing a very favorable review, and I stand by that opinion because I love this thing. I was excited to get it in my pocket today, and I was looking it over, and I was like, I don't remember liking this blade that much. And then I realized, look at all these little marks from when I've dropped this knife, from when I've accidentally, missed the pocket and went straight down on the floor. The little wear on the DLC coating, it's kind of changing colors. All the tiny little scratches, the marks on the clip. And this is obviously not a super beat up knife, and it's one I definitely take care of. It's clean, it's sharp, it's functioning perfectly, but there's some aesthetic little flaws on this knife. And unfortunately, I think a lot of people in the knife community look at knives like they look at cars, as investments that will inherently depreciate in value, and they want to keep them as pristine as possible. Meaning that if I bought a new car, I want to avoid door dings, scratches, and paint at all costs, because at some point, I'm going to need to sell that car. Now, I think a lot of people look at knives that way. Like if this knife, for example, costs $100, and they bought it to review or just to carry for a while, they're going to try to keep it in good condition because they'll probably sell it someday. And that is not the way I look at my knives. I look at them as tools that I enjoy using, and then I like to see the use on them. These marks are not door dings to me. I look at them more like scars on people. A door ding, rust in the paint job or anything, is going to depreciate your car's value. Whereas a scar on a person tells a story. I have tons of scars all over me, just a couple on my hand right here. Everybody does. But your scars do not diminish your value as a person whatsoever. They just don't. That's not how it works. Like this big gash right here in this aluminum. I mistakenly tossed this Launch 1 at a cement wall. Don't ask me what I was doing. I don't even remember. But I do remember it happening after the fact and thinking, oh no, I just broke one of my favorite knives. Of course I didn't. It was fine. But I specifically remember that because of that little mark. And I love that mark for that. It adds some value to this knife to me. I have a connection with this thing, knowing that it's got me through some days where I had to cut a lot of crap. And that's what I like. I like the stories behind it. I like that it has personality, it has character, rather than just keeping, maybe not, this knife's not the best example, but keeping this knife a safe queen. Making sure it never gets nicked up, never gets scratched, because I don't have intentions on selling this knife. I'm probably going to keep it until it breaks or it needs to be repaired or replaced. And I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. What is your thoughts on normal wear and tear, those scratches, those dings, those drops that don't affect the functionality? Now, obviously, I'm not talking about condition of the knife as far as cleanliness. I don't condone keeping your knives incredibly dirty where they're not functioning as they should, or functional problems as in you just broke the tip off your knife. That's not the kind of wear I like to see, or that your plunge lock got prematurely worn and your knife no longer locks up. Those are functional issues that need to be repaired or replaced, whereas these aesthetic flaws, these dings and scratches, just add to the knife, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think below. Thanks for watching. As always, I'm going to have the poll results of your favorite knife manufacturers coming up fairly soon, and a couple of things from one of our favorite YouTube channels, Zelric. So thanks for watching, guys, and remember, have fun with your knives.